When we talk about positive coaching alliance and Bobby Knight, those don't seem to go together because of his demonstrative way. And he's old school. But what people don't understand, and what I would encourage people to do, if you want to see a successful coach, watch how many of the former players go into coaching. Bobby Knight has a coaching tree that is unlike any other. One of his coaches is the winningest coach in college basketball history, Mike Krzyzewski. And Mike Krzyzewski took what he learned from Bobby Knight, adjusted it, put his own spin on it. But if you were ever to talk to the winningest coach in the history of college basketball, the first name out of his mouth is Bobby Knight. My brother played for Bobby Knight his freshman year at Indiana. So I played against Bobby Knight. So I've got a lot of good stories, some not so good. But at the end, he was more concerned about the young man than he was winning. And he got that from West Point, his time at West Point. So he took larger principles, for lack of a better word. I'm not connecting it quite well, but he took larger principles, applied them to college basketball, and he developed a ton of highly successful guys. And you see the coaches like Randy Whitman, Mike Krzyzewski come out and do well. He's got 3 times as many that are successful in law, in finance, and all these different things because he held them accountable. He holds them accountable. And so Bobby Knight's a great example. Now, the demonstrative type and all that, I don't particularly care for that. That's not my cup of tea. I think that you can influence young people, especially in today's society, a lot better without embarrassing them, because I think embarrassing young people tends to turn them inward and you can't bring the best out of them. I'm older, I won't age myself too much, but the old school way, that was the way coaches thought that they could best get to you. I'm so happy now that I've seen guys like Mike Krzyzewski, Tom Izzo is demonstrative, but his guys will run through a wall for him because they know he loves them. He tells them that he loves them. And it's not corny, it's not cliche, it's real, and his players love that. Bo Ryan is a guy at Wisconsin who's even different. He's old school, he's tough, but he's not going to embarrass you. And you know that he cares about you by what he does off the court. And so those are just a few examples, but I've got a ton of them. Gene Keady, who is the older coach at Purdue. A guy that I think might be the best at it, though, in terms of personal communication on the college level is Bill Self at Kansas. I was fortunate enough to be the radio analyst at Illinois when he was there, and I was very close to Bill, and his nickname is Uncle Bill because of the ability to connect with guys regardless of race or background. He understands that that's the most important thing first, because if I'm going to push you, you got to know I love you. And he listens to music that he doesn't necessarily like so that he can recite stuff to his teammates. When he comes in the locker room, they're doing some kind of dance, he'll try to do it too. He doesn't mind looking foolish. And those type of things endear him to players. And so those are a few examples of people who I think speak and walk the mission of what Positive Coaching Alliance is all about.